Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. And today we're doing a Lux game, played by Tati Nikiri. I don't know how to pronounce that, but anyway, it is a Lux game that has been sent to me quite a while back. I asked for a Lux game and there it was. Well, actually I didn't check my inbox before I made the preferred video. So the video about which preferred replays I would like to receive. Anyway, he is in a team with quite a lot of damage actually. Meltahar, Vayne and Teemo, as well as Lux obviously, are going to do a lot of damage, and only this guy has some tankiness and some disruption because, well, other than I guess Vayne has kind of the the thing to push someone away, and Meltahar is his ultimate. But Lux, well, she has her light binding or whatever it's called. Yeah, it's actually called light binding. Oh, cute. So she has light binding, but it's mainly the CC is going to come from this Cho'Gath, unless the Lux can pull off some nice things. And the enemy team is very tanky, as you can see. Mordekaiser, Maokai and Nessus, and then they have 2 AP carries. So I guess if they get some magic resist, they would be fine. Except for the Nessus, who is the only one doing some damage in the physical realm. But that shouldn't be too much of a problem. So going for Clarity and Teleport here. As I said in one of my previous videos, Clarity, not really a fan of it. It really doesn't do that much. It does something early game, but you should be able to manage your mana on any champion, and if you don't, you should get runes to fix that, not a summoner skill. But that's mainly because, well, summoner skills are really expensive things, as you can get such big effects from them, and then if you spend it on something as simple as mana or life with the heal, then yeah, that's no good. The teleport, I cannot argue with that. Teleport is excellent on Lux because she has a long range ultimate which has a very low cooldown, and all in all she can use that to gank pretty efficiently and to clean up whole minion waves late game and things like that. So that's actually a really good choice. Teleport's definitely not good on just any character, but there are several characters where it's really good. Doing some harassment here on the Orianna. Orianna, not the best player in the world, I would say. By the way, this Lux we are watching is actually level 20, and yeah, I don't expect the most brilliant plays, but so far she has been keeping her distance, she has been positioning herself pretty well, and she has been doing a lot more harassment than she has taken. And all in all, that is all you want early game. So far, excellent play. So the skills then. First of all, the innate ability. Every time you damage someone with a spell, you tag the victim, I guess, the target, for 6 seconds. And if you attack them with your basic attack, after that you deal some extra magic damage, and yeah, that can be, well, useful for taking out the minions, but it's mainly useful for doing extra damage on champions for harassment, for example. That's why she has been doing quite a lot of harassment on this Orianna. Yeah, she's called Orianna, right? Yeah, she is. And here you can see some excellent damage going off, and unfortunately getting some damage on her as well, and doesn't have any regen. Maybe in the runes, I don't know. I'll show you this because I keep forgetting, and I had a note here saying that I should not forget that, and still I do. So lifesteal 0, I was looking for HP per 5, so actually it does have some health regen, maybe per level, so we might see it go up. It might actually be innate to the champion, I don't know. I'm not that familiar with every champion. I do know what the skills do, but that's about it. I mean, I'm not a pro gamer, I don't need to know these things. I need to know what every person playing this game should know. That is, what does the champion do? What's he good at? Does he have a stun? Does he have a slow? Things like that. And apart from that, I of course know a lot about builds. So what's good on a champion, what's not good on a champion, so that if someone does something that is unexpected, I can actually spot it and I can well, take measures to prevent it. And one of these examples would be APE, which is the weekly challenge this week. I will get back to the skills in a minute. So the weekly challenge this week, APE sent your replays in to my email address, which is casualprogamer@hotmail.com, and you will be eligible for the weekly victory. And yeah, APE is one of those builds that you see every now and then. Yeah, I don't know what this guy is doing, wasting his flash like that. That's just plain crazy. Yeah, indeed. But yeah, I'm hoping to see a lot of nice gameplays. Let me lock the camera because she's probably going to teleport. So the light binding then, it is picked by now, and it is exactly this. You can snare 2 targets in one line. It is a skill shot, and the second target actually gets damaged for half of the amount and gets stunned. No, it's not stunned. It's snared for 50% of the amount. And of course, as I already said, it does damage because everything in this game seems to do damage. And yeah, I don't understand why. I mean, it is good enough to give someone a stun or a snare or whatever without it having to do damage. But I guess they want to make every single champion a carry or a potential carry. Wow, that's a lot of damage. And a very excellent last hit. And well played. So the prismatic barrier then. The prismatic barrier is basically a shield, which we will see every now and then. And you can use it to protect yourself, but also to protect your allies, which makes her an excellent what you call it? Oh, come on, support character. So not so much a full support, but she can do some pretty nice support with it. And if you have a nice amount of AP, that's the shield, by the way. If you have a nice amount of AP, you can get some really nice shielding going on, especially on if you have a whole clump of allies, because you can guard anyone that you can hit with, well, in this range. And it is quite a big range, as you can see. So you shoot it, and everyone it hits basically gets shielded. Then the Lucent Singularity, that's that one. It is basically a ball of light which lands somewhere where you target it. And everything in the surrounding area will get slowed. Oh, she's actually going bottom lane, and Malzahar is coming to take over this lane. And is going to get a kill here, it seems. Oh, not entirely killing. And come on. Show us the kill. Show us the kill. Yeah, he does get the kill, eventually. And yeah, I didn't see what Lux was doing here, but apparently she didn't do anything. Oh, she did do something. Oh, it seems that Orianna didn't actually die. I thought she died. But yeah, totally overextending there on the Malzahar part. He should have backed off once he ran into third range. And yeah, we didn't see the gank on Malzahar. Or come on, what's he called? Nessus. But yeah, I would like to have a rewind function on this, so I can actually rewind, so like 1 minute, and look at the gank she wanted to pull off here. And all in all, that would make this a whole lot better. So loosen singularity, it slows people around the singularity, and then it detonates at a certain after 5 seconds, or when you detonate it yourself. So you can slow people, you can also damage them, you can do both basically. You don't have to choose. Yeah, and it does quite a lot of damage. So and then her ultimate then, it's basically the laser beam we've been seeing every now and then. And yeah, the laser beam does a lot of damage. It has quite long range, and it is her main skill of damage in a gank or in a yeah, come on. Well, in an attempt to kill an enemy. Oh, actually getting stunned here while doing the ultimate. He melts hard, it is. And yeah, we see 2 champions in mid lane now for both of the teams, and that is not actually how you want to play this normally. We are going to teleport, and we are going bottom lane, where they already lost the turret, which is surprising because Teemo with Cho should be really capable of handling just about anything, because Teemo does a lot of damage and Cho'Gath can protect him excellently. And yeah, I always wonder why people don't pay attention in the champion select or whatever, because or in the loading screen, because you should have seen that Lux has teleport. And that was excellent, by the way. That was excellent. Just waiting for the Cho'Gath to engage and going after the weak or the champion once he wanted to run away, or well, once he stopped attacking basically, and doing some excellent burst damage. Of course, Lux can do quite a lot of burst damage, and yes, you can also snare someone. So with the snare and so the snare is the light binding, and ultimate. Well, I guess, and the loosened singularity, you can do a lot of damage to a stationary target. Because if you land the line binding, it's very easy to hit someone with the laser. Although the laser hits after several seconds. Oh, we're going home apparently. After a short delay, so it doesn't actually say. So they can vary it a little bit. That's why they put after short delay, so they don't actually have to well, rewrite the tooltip every time they change it. So you see that on a lot of these skills. Yeah. So actually doing quite a lot of damage as a burst, but can also do quite a lot of damage sustained over time. And yeah, this guy's dead. Brand not taking any precautions to guard against these kind of kills, even though it is very easy to guard against this team, because it's magic damage, physical damage, magic damage, magic damage, magic damage. So it should be fairly obvious to get magic resistance, but who knows? Who knows? By the way, this is an old patch, so we see one gold per 10 item. And there might be another one of exactly the same, which is something you don't want to do with the patch of last week, or after last week's patch. But in this patch it is still a good thing to do, because it's not a unique passive yet, and actually laser beaming someone else once again. Playing an excellent game here. Obviously this is going to spiral out of control if nobody handles her, because Lux is really item dependent, and yeah, she has been doing a good job of farming up, and not only the minions, I mean she's been doing a good job on the minions, but also on the kills. And yeah, with the two together it is going to spiral out of control, as I said. So she's about 5 minions behind Oriana, who is the mid as well, but Oriana only has 1 kill. And on the rest of the team, yeah, not a lot of farm, well, except for Meltar, and he also has a decent number of minion kills. Of course, if you really go look into the details of this game, the amount of minion kills really isn't good enough. So don't take this as me saying that they are doing a good job killing the minions, but compared to the rest of the game, and it is of course always dependent on the rest of the players in the game. If you're level 20 like this guy, or girl, I don't know, probably guy though, yeah, you can pretty much assume that everyone is going to have a similar level, and everyone is going to have a similar difficulty in killing the minions, so last hitting basically. But if you go and watch one of the high level games, then you can see that at 16.5 minutes into the game you shouldn't be at 60 minion kills. You should be at, I don't know, 150 for example. I'm just calling some number, I really have no idea. But if you want to compare, you really need to write down your own minion scores at certain points in the game, for example every 10 minutes or every 5 minutes, and just see if you're improving. And I know that is a lot of work. Unfortunately getting killed here by by Mordekaiser, overextending a little bit, walking a little bit too far forward, and getting punished for it. But of course this can happen because Lux is very weak, and if you don't get any defensive items, one burst like that can completely kill you. And yeah, that is a shame, because she was doing a nice job. Anyway, yeah, I was talking about how to track whether or not you're good enough to for your level. Yeah, you should really get better at last hitting all the time. I mean, I have to get better all the time. And what are we buying that requires 1600 golds? Yeah, almost there. Oh, there we go. The needlessly large rod, which is an excellent addition. Although I of course would have liked to see some magic resist in here. And where are we going? Oh, we're at bottom. Sorry, I didn't see that. So some excellent job there. Oh, actually teleporting to the mushroom, I guess. Yeah, getting her buff back. Mordekaiser killed her when she just got blue buff, and now she has a fresh blue buff. So that's excellent. Oriana coming in, but Oriana by now really doesn't have anything to kill her, or not enough anyway. But with Maokai's support, that should be a whole different story, because Maokai does quite a lot of damage himself, just without any items. And I'm not even sure what what he has. Oh, he has already a blasting wand, which makes him more powerful than this Oriana, who's spending way too much time getting mana items. you should get only the catalyst early game, or if you're really feeling lucky, which I never recommend by the way, you can go Tear of the Goddess first, but you really want to do that on tanky characters and not on someone like Lux or Orianna or anyone like that. So not sure where they went. Teemo doing an excellent job of putting mushrooms everywhere, and we saw in previous games that that's not always the case. But here they have vision over most of the jungle, they have vision over some of the river. Well, all of them have been taken out now, but still doing some excellent warding there with the mushrooms. And yeah, they are being chased by too many champions here, and they should probably back off. Almost hitting the light binding there. That would have made for quite some damage because the ultimate's up and the Lucent Singularity is up. So all in all, that would have been probably a kill on someone as weak as this guy. Because Orianna is not really known for tanking too much damage. And there we go. And as you can see, that's why you get magic resist. She was still about 60% health, which is normally good enough to stay in. But if you want to stay in against someone who's fed, so one of the oh, doing an excellent job there, the Maokai. But if you want to stay in against a fed AP carry, you really want to get some magic resist. Well, you want to get some magic resist no matter what. Unless you have really nice escape skill, but even then I would highly recommend it. And yeah, we're seeing her build towards the Rabadon's Death Cap. Of course that is a really nice item to have, but it makes you very vulnerable. And since she already died twice, it is probably time to invest in something of that sort. But yeah, it's all up to how you feel in the game. But yeah, well, if you feel lucky and if you feel like you don't need it, then you probably don't. Then again, if you're 5 and 2, there's nothing to complain yet. Your opponents haven't been fed, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, the only one with a decent amount of gold is Nasus, and he's not even the AP one. Wow, another great laser beam there. And yeah, not actually landing that snare. But now coming in to help with some damage. No, not actually happening. And missing. Oh, Jugat eventually getting the shield, but yeah, the shield only lasts for 3 seconds, so that's a real shame. And another excellent kill. This is going to be a very high kill game for Lux, because, well, once you start killing with her, oh, so nice. But once you start killing with her, once you get to the really good items, it's almost impossible to fail. On the other hand, if you don't get all of the kills early game, it's a lot harder to build up your damage. Because, well, as you can see, a lot of the damage she does is coming from the AP. Only the ultimate has some really nice damage in and of its own. But the rest here, it's almost half the damage is coming from the AP. Here it's more than, well, it's half the total damage, but more than half of the total damage. Guess about 2/3. And here it's about half of the total damage. And only the ultimates, there it's about, I don't know, 1/3. But yeah, with items, it's just like Ashe basically. Ashe also has some trouble when she is not fat or Shaco. They have some trouble, and that makes them hard carries. And hard carries are carries where the more you invest in in items, the more damage you're going to do. And if you don't invest in that, if you go for too many defensive items, you're just not good enough to get the kills. And getting killed once again. Yeah, that was totally a wrong engagement for her. She should have never gone this way. She should have stayed out of that fight after she snared the Nessus. Because Nessus is probably the only one with some magic resist. And yeah, Vayne actually coming in here, not the best choice, obviously. Oh, Melzar also in here, so they might still do some nice damage. Oh, excellent, excellent. But still getting killed here, and wow, the Vayne doing some excellent, excellent damage, and actually getting out of here. Wow. So the tumble seems to be enough. Wow, how did he miss that? He totally had her. I'm assuming he had his... oh wow.
You have slain an enemy.
Yeah, that was easy. That was easy. So that that Maokai should have been able to land the arcane root. I don't know. I'm not sure what it's called anymore. The one where you root your opponent, or well, basically snare them, and gotten the kill that way after the flash. I mean, he was definitely in range. There's no doubt about that. So that was an excellent teleport on one of the mushrooms, probably this one. Also a really good job of Teemo once again of keeping up the mushroom placement, and still there are like 6, 7, 8 mushrooms over the map. So no, more, 9 mushrooms, so that is excellent. And they can actually see this guy, or no, not this guy. They can see anyone walking through this way because of the mushroom. But yeah, this guy is obviously on their team. And that's one of the things I don't like about Han, by the way. I don't know if anyone plays Han, any of my viewers. But it is so hard. It's the same with Dota, by the way. It's so hard to see who's on which team if you're new to the game. And here you have the green bars and red bars. And yeah, in Dota and Han, they change color when they're lower. But why would you need that? I mean, I can see how high someone's life total is by looking at the bar. It doesn't matter what color they are. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's not this game, so I won't go into it. So that's exactly what Maokai should be doing should have done last time. And yeah, they are really aggressive here. So light binding is up to 5, prismatic barrier 3, loosened singularity 5, and the 3rd level on the ultimate has just been reached, which means that now it has a 29-second cooldown, which is excellent as it is very low, and it's dealing about 750 damage, which is also excellent, and it would help to have some magic penetration here, because that would add another 30% to the actual damage you do. But there is... yeah, only the Maokai has some magic resist. Oh, and the Mordekaiser. For the rest, it's still hunting season, I guess. Or open season, I should say. So some excellent CC there from, what's his name, Cho'Gath. And a nice light binding. No, not actually getting the rest off because, well, out of mana. And we will just watch this fight then. Lux staying in, and actually has been using her clarity quite regularly, which normally we don't see, because normally champions will just go for some magic magic regen, or just for plain mana. No, it's not magic regen, it's mana regen. Duh. So anyway, I'm not going for that with the Lux here, and she only has one Doran's ring to have the magic mana regen, and that is obviously not enough, because Lux is quite power hungry, mana hungry. She could have gone Catalyst earlier, but yeah, at level 16 it really doesn't do anything on its own. But hopefully she's going to turn that into a Banshee's Veil. But we will have to see. For now, doing an excellent job actually harassing the opponents, and yeah, they really should run out of there. Cho'Gath was really overextended there, and Lux also, but Lux could actually run out, and Cho'Gath was just not quick enough. And yeah, the turret is down, and now they really need to run, because they are going to get focused otherwise. Yeah, this Maokai is dead now, obviously, and they might actually get some more kills here if everyone just stays in. But yeah, that was just sad to watch, as they clearly had the upper hand in that fight, and then everyone just overextended. Wow, nice dodge on the stun there, because if that stun had hit, she would have been dead. So nice dodge, and yeah, that's exactly what she needed. Obviously, if she had some magic resist, she wouldn't have had to worry about that. And another excellent kill by Vayne. I'm not actually sure which patch this is, so if Vayne is still as strong as she was when she came out, which was totally overpowered, by the way. Haven't seen any dragon yet, and I would like to see someone pick this up, but we will eventually see Vayne do that, apparently. And the teleport is up once again for Lux, so she can gear up to gank or to actually take this minion wave out. But in this patch, unlike the current patch, you can still teleport to mushrooms and wards and things like that, and stay hidden. The new patch actually shows the mushroom or whatever you're teleporting to, and shows that you're teleporting to it. And that changes the game dynamic of teleport quite drastically, because it was a really nice tactic while it lasted to teleport to invisible items and then be an invisible teleport. Brand not doing an excellent amount of damage there on the ultimate, which I wonder why. Getting a very easy kill there with everyone just standing still and not actually getting the kill there. But yeah, Orianna just flashing out in the nick of time and actually saving herself. 50 hit points. AMG, not sure what that means, but I'm sure it's supposed to be something like OMG. Because 50 hit points is really, yeah, that's really lucky. Excellent moving out of the way of the laser there without knowing that it was coming. No, it was a little bit wrong positioning. She could have better aimed for this bush and then had this whole area, but doing an excellent job on the teleporting. So I wonder where she will, if she actually will teleport back, because it seems that there's nothing to do here basically. Oh, there she is. So level 18 now, and that makes her probably on the right team. Yeah, only Teemo is really behind. I mean 16, 15 is also quite far behind, but well, remember that Lux was mid lane and Malzahar has done an excellent job in farming, and that is why both of them are really high level now. Has nothing to do with champion kills, because champion kills only give you a very small amount of experience compared to minion kills. Wow, doing some excellent damage here. That's just incredible. And also getting 2 assists here. So 14, 3 and 10, that is how you should play Lux. As I said, Lux is either hit or miss. You really need to be fed, and when you get fed, yeah, you see what happens. There are several of those champions. We saw Shaco last time. That's the same thing. You either are really good or you are really bad. There's no in between. There's no average Shaco. Because it just doesn't work that way. So 28% cooldown with this, it should be 40%, and that makes her even more deadly. Going for Banshee's Veil. Excellent choice. Yeah, I really like that, and I hope everyone understands that how important it is to actually get some defensive items. And once you learn that, you will see that you win far more games. Even though you might not get all of the kills that you normally do, you might get 1 kill less or 2 kills less, but as you can see, 24 kills or kills plus assists, that is just a good amount. And even if that were those were 12 kills and 12 assists, that would still be awesome, but you wouldn't have died 3 times, you would only have died like once. And yeah, here we're going to see it spiral completely out of control, because now, well, with the death cap and the cooldown reduction at 40%, at least that's what I'm assuming, yeah. She can basically spam everything and get kills with her team everywhere. And hitting the light binding, but not actually saving the choke god. And nice defensive light binding, but nobody's following. And yeah, Teemo not actually reachable. Oh, nice damage on Mordekaiser because of the turret. And if she can hit another light binding with him in turret range, that would make it awesome. Oh yeah, the light binding also gives you vision. I forgot that. It actually gives you vision, which means that you can actually use it to scout bushes and things like that. Ooh, that's not doing a whole lot to Mordekaiser. As I said, if you're on the opponent's team and you get some magic resist, well, you could see that it doesn't do a whole lot to have a fat carry on this team. So Mordekaiser has the Force of Nature and the Mercury Strat, and oh wow, very long range laser there.
An enemy has been slain.
But yeah, she still does quite a lot of damage to those champions, but because she doesn't have magic penetration, I mean the spell penetration is still only at the 15%, and there's no flat spell penetration. So yeah, not actually doing the amount of damage she needs to. I'm probably going for the hourglass here, which is I think a little bit too offensive. I would like to see her go or a little bit too much AP for my taste. I would like to see her go something like Void Staff, or even better, I guess, the what's it called? No, not the Sorcerer's Boots, because she already has boots. I don't know. One of the magic penetration at least. Don't know, there's not a lot of magic penetration around. That's what I wanted to do. I don't know what else has magic penetration. Oh yeah, sure, the Abyssal Scepter. That would be good, because it provides everything. Would have been maybe even better than the Banshee's Veil for her. But then again, the laser beam doesn't actually, well, go near you, so you can actually hit people that are quite far away from you, because the range is this far. So it's about 2 screens, I guess. And oh, missing the oh no, not actually missing the snare, but not hitting the one that she wanted. And are they actually going to pick off this Mordekaiser? It seems they are. And yeah, they are all out of cooldowns, but they are going to pick someone off here. Come on. No. No. Vayne has to come in to come and help out. And Vayne doing an excellent job in getting a lot of damage done. With the shield, he just she just survived. Who has 600 AP? I don't know. Somebody has to have that, because this is only 400. I don't know. How can someone have a higher AP than she has? I don't know. I mean, Lux is definitely the more. Oh, the Malzahar. Malzahar can have that. Yeah, 700. Because of the 16 stacks here. That's 128 in and of itself. And then with all of the other AP items and Rabadon's death cap, yeah, that makes for a nice amount. So my highest amount is something like 1136, I think. That's with 6, what are they called, Archangel Staffs, when that was still a good build. Way back. Don't know, with the Rabadon's death cap you can probably get higher than that, especially if you go for Magi Soul Stealer. Because Magi Soul Stealer is probably the highest AP item in the game. Except maybe for Rabadon's death cap. This is 140 and I forgot what the number is. I think you can get to 160 with the Soul Stealer. We can actually see that easily. It's yeah, you can get 180 of this. So 160 of the unique passive and then 20 of the ability power the item gives. So that is the highest AP item in the game, but yeah, you have to charge it up, and it's really hard to do that in a normal game. In a game where you're not just totally owning the enemies. Of course, in this game, yeah, they have been, and I don't care, because I like Lux like this, and yeah, as I said, Lux is one of those characters where you either get a really nice game or you get a really bad game. And this was the GG. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the game. It was definitely pure ownage, but I'm still going to put it up, because this is my channel. No, just kidding. No, I like the game, and that is more important than the actual score line. And early game she wasn't fed that much. You still got to see her laning behavior, and you got to see her early game in mid lane. So, guess still viable. Anyway, I hope to see you next time. GG.